I noticed on some of the stuff we had posted from the ones before, Daniel, that you didn't cut out the beginning parts like this right now.
Oh, did I not?
No.
Well, sometimes I like to keep it just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just 1 second before we really start. Taylor's texting me, so I'm going to put it on silent.
I'm going to also put mine on silent.
And the cat's probably going to come over here and jump on the laptop.
I'm excited for this. Love talking MMA. I'm addicted to watching this shit, man.
I know, right?
I've seen over 1,000 fights.
We should have set it up to where it cut Joel's head out of the shot. You were just a Batman logo shirt.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody.
What up, y'all?
Oh, man. 940 Ninja here with you. Happy Wednesday night. Wednesday this week, actually.
I know. How y'all doing? This is Daniel's son, MGI. We got some guest appearances here. Our man Andrew here. James.
It's okay. Everybody does it. It's what happens when you mix past people with new people.
And
That's how it goes. Fat boy.
Yeah.
Fat boy. You wanted to
Fat
say you
boy.
just met him today.
Oh yeah, Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, no, he knows.
I go with
Well, hey, tell me why. I never heard the story of why people call you Andrew.
Well, my family grew up calling me Andrew, so I went by Andrew for a long time, and then once I started adulting,
Is it like a middle name or what?
it is my middle name.
Oh, okay.
Him and his
My
brother
dad
both
went
go by
Andrew.
their middle name.
Don't ask me why they did it. I don't know, but changed my name, so I'm not one of those like adolescent kids who's just trying to start over.
I'm no longer Andrew, I'm now James the man.
It's
Like,
okay.
I
No,
would have went by James my whole life, but it was inconvenient living with family.
no, dude, that's how I feel. Like, before I came up to college, everyone knew me as DJ. Like, my middle name's Joseph, so it was DJ. My dad was Daniel. And even my first group of friends that I came over here with, I was like, some of them I would introduce myself as Daniel, some as DJ, because it was like confusing for me. I don't, if I met someone, I'd either be like, hey, I'm DJ, or hey, I'm Daniel.
I mean, honestly, I told people I don't really care.
Yeah.
If you call me by either, I will likely respond.
It's
So,
funny though, like when my parents came over for graduation, and we had dinner with my girlfriend's parents, and all of her family was calling me Daniel, and while they're talking to me, my dad's over here like, what do you want?
That's awesome.
Mixing of the family.
Taylor just can't call me DJ because she always thinks of DJ Tanner from
DJ Tanner.
from Full House.
Oh, I was like, I know that
Dish.
name.
Yeah.
Dish.
Yeah,
That show was always on growing up.
I know, right?
Still
But
is
now they have
always
Fuller
on.
House.
It's still always on.
I know.
Excuse me. I would have to
I'm gonna need a couple of those.
Oh yeah, you already.
change.
Yeah, I just dropped a fuck bomb.
Oh, that's another one.
Change to remember to change.
Yeah, guys, for y'all, since this is y'all's first time on the show, just letting y'all know, this is Charity, you know?
James has been here before.
But he wasn't here when Charity was here.
Not Charity, Sweet Charity.
Nice to meet you, Charity.
So yeah, that's our curse jar, Joel. Watch your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
AKA Steve Miocic.
It's named Charity because
Big.
after this year or whenever this gets full, whatever it might be, we're gonna find a nice little charity.
To donate to. We're probably going to be asking for even bigger donations too, because this won't be very much. I know Josh's bitch ass keeps dropping in pennies.
So,
Yeah, he's
That-
so
that
you
was
guys
true.
want donations,
Hey,
so you
that was
want
true.
us to
What'd he
cuss.
say?
He said B.A.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Because Joel's broke, so he's gotta watch his language.
I got 4.
He's got 4. That's
You
all
got
he
4
gets.
strikes. That's better than baseball, though, dude.
I know, right? Oh man.
That's funny.
So cursing is encouraged. I'm
Encouraged,
Encouraged?
not. I don't know. It's very confusing.
Money's involved.
You
Yeah.
know, we wanna like give to somebody, but then at the same time, it's like the money jar, the curse jar. It's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a bad thing and trying to make it good. We're changing the world,
Amen.
One coin
One
at a time.
at a time.
Yeah,
One piggy bank at a time.
that's all it takes. I'm hard pressed too. I'm not sure if like I want to do like a ceremonial, just like smash it on the ground.
Smash Charity. How dare you?
See, that's what I think too. Like
Hammer.
just like pop her open and
Yeah.
let her
Finger her
spew
until
it
she
out.
comes out.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do.
Actually, yeah, Daniel did. He was all up in there,
Mm-hmm.
fingering that pork.
She
Know
was,
what I'm saying?
she was liking it. I mean, it just kept coming.
Just pork chops.
Yeah, it was all. Oh, yeah,
I
for the homies.
caught it with my legs, actually.
Really?
Yes,
Nice.
Impressive, I know.
Oh,
Those are some skills there.
right.
I'm
Speaking
not
of,
the ninja, but
speaking of skills, though, we had the UFC 220 this past week.
Yes, man.
You got to see all of it.
What a
I only
segue.
caught the last few fights because I had to work.
Honestly, like a lot of people were there. Josh was there. My boy Armando, Stacy, Hannah, and Stacy's boyfriend too. And we all were just having a good time. We were talking about a bunch of stuff too. So most of the undercard fights, like I was catching glimpses of and trying to keep as much attention on them as possible. But I also was pulled away every now and then. So I wasn't able to watch in detail a lot of these guys. And honestly, some of these guys is like I haven't really heard of them before. So to me, it was a little like I wasn't really putting all my attention into it.
Some actual undercard fights were undercard.
Yeah, and
This
it's not
past
that they're
fall,
not good. It's not
no.
that they're not good. It's just they're names that I haven't heard of. And I follow UFC more than any other sport, but I don't follow UFC as much as other people. Like I'm sure y'all
Yeah,
two know more.
he knows way more than possibly
I know most
of us
people,
combined.
but you know, you usually have to leave a mark by being exciting
Yup,
and
you have to-
entertaining.
Yeah,
Or
or good.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
stay
if you're
undefeated,
undefeated,
they're
you're
going to
not
start
making
looking at
money.
what you're doing in full analysis.
If you're undefeated, you're not making money though.
Is there anyone undefeated right now?
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, my all-time favorite fighter,
Joanna
25-0
just
now.
got knocked off
Holy
recently.
cow.
Never been beat. He's 9-0 in the UFC,
He is
which
the
is
highest
very
record
impressive.
He has the highest undefeated record in the UFC.
And it's
ever.
also in the most, arguably the most contested division.
Oh,
155
how
and
many
170.
how many
Are the-
fights has he gone on win streak?
9-0 in UFC, 25-0 altogether.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
Where's
He
his
does.
others?
and
They were in
before
Russia,
his
so
last
better than
you
fight,
know
John
there's some
Jones.
stiff
before his
competition.
last fight,
Russia, he did a lot of
won
fights.
8 by
And he
submission,
fought a lot of, like,
8 by
Brazilians
knockout,
on the
8
come up
by
as well.
decision.
Man. That's
That's
insane.
that's even better than John Jones's record before he
9 by
like
decision.
messed up.
9, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean
Is
it's
that
That's
the
what I
best
said before
undefeated
the
streak?
last.
It is.
Yes,
That is
ever.
left.
Nay.
By
And he, I
far,
believe,
by
is
very
what?
far.
What
The
was
one
he in
closest
pound for
was
pound
Joanna
rankings?
Jacek, I'm wanting to say. The second
Number
in
7, I
Stipe
believe.
7, I know. I just looked
Okay,
at that.
never mind.
I need to
I'll
pull
check
that back
really
up.
Stipe 7.
Stipe,
overall.
well, I wonder if they updated him. If they updated him to that since this last fight, because I mean, I feel like he should be bumped up a couple. I think Conor should be bumped down because
Yeah.
he has not fought in a
Well,
while.
he's not allowed to fight right now.
Well, yeah, I think because of the whole Bellator thing that was going on. But still, he's not even asking for fights. He's not even trying to. He's not going to fight until like September when they need to. He needs to fight by March, or else I know they're going to strip his belt.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He's just being a little fuckboy because he doesn't know anything, and Dana White is over here just like getting his dick sucked by him. Like I hate this. I hate Dana White so much because of this. All
I'm
he
not a
ever
big
does-
fan of Dana White either. Whoever he likes gets big.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
if he
why,
doesn't
um,
like you, then he can shut
what's
you
his
off
name?
real quick. He
Blonde
will
guy.
tear up a contract if you like just talk to him wrong.
What was
Wow,
I looking at
what a
Khabib
douche.
for?
I know.
What was the
Rankings.
what's
The
the
rank
blonde
pound for
one
pound.
that Dana White made famous? He's not even that good. He knows karate.
Oh,
Huge
Sage
guy.
Northcutt.
Yeah, he's not even good.
That was so funny.
And he got so huge.
hyped.
I know,
I've
and then
never
he
heard
went
of
for
this
a
guy.
desperate takedown, and that. Oh my God! I watched that
So-
fight. That was brutal.
I think he is
Khabib
decent.
Nurmagomedov is number 14 pound for pound in the world.
Okay.
I feel like he should be a little higher.
No, that's a good point. Another Sage from Northcutt. Now he is a decent fighter. Like
Decent.
he's-
He
Great
would be
stand-up.
decent
Yeah,
in
He's
Muay
great. He's just
Thai.
got a hole in his
He would
neck.
do good in Muay
Oh,
Thai,
yeah.
but he's not a
He's
good
young.
UFC fighter.
He's young. He has a lot of energy and cardio behind him, and I gave him props because while he was fighting in the UFC, he was also doing an engineering major at
Whoa.
A&M.
I didn't know that.
He was an engineering student at A&M, and he had to take his finals and then fly to Vegas to fight one time.
If he
That's
really
hilarious.
wants
That's
to,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Sage Northcutt can be champion. He's gonna have to cut down to 155 though. He's not large enough. For
I
that.
feel like he should just go to a really
He-
big Muay Thai.
Well,
Honestly, he
well,
doesn't
no,
have the
he's
ground
not-
game.
He's not going to be able to.
He doesn't have
he-
anywhere near the ground game.
Well,
for
he
it.
grew up not only like just like I like I don't want to take anything from him, but his parents basically fucking formed him into what he is today. He had to start super young.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now
he's
he's
doing
like
karate at,
2%
like, 6,
body
7.
body fat.
Since he-
He's been doing karate all his life.
I
He
think
has
on the
I
cover
think
of
it was
Karate
more like
magazine
4 or 5.
when he was
I
10
want to
years
say.
old.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Andrew, will you
He-
look me
Well,
up?
pack.
Will you look that up for me? When did Super Stage Northcutt start practicing fighting
I'm
and
gonna look
stuff?
him up.
Super Sage Northcutt.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, his nickname is Super.
Because
So
he
it's
looks like a
Sage-
Super Saiyan.
Super Sage.
Yeah,
Northcutt.
he has blonde hair and it's all spiky. It's perfect.
That's awesome.
He's a
No, it was funny.
bronze
I
guy.
saw.
Super Saiyan in the ring.
I saw
No,
a
he's
poster.
so nice. He's the nicest.
Oh,
No,
he's
yeah,
so
he's
nice.
super cool.
He's everybody who's ever
It's
met
just
him.
he shouldn't be as
can't-
big as he is
Sweet
because
little
of
karate
Dana
boy.
White.
Can't get
That's the
across
only reason.
about
Dana
how
White thought he was
nice
going to be
this
another
man
Conor
is.
I
McGregor.
saw a video. Not a video. A
How do you
picture.
want to knock someone out like that?
Yeah, see, Super Sage
Is that a
Northcutt.
picture from the
competition.
game?
He's 21 years old right now. He was born in '96. I'm
He was
older
fighting
than
when he
this
was
guy.
19 years old.
That's
I don't
nuts.
like that. He's 6 foot, weighs 156 right now. He's fighting under Team Alpha Male. He has 9 wins. He has 9 wins.
Alpha Male's actually a great camp for him.
It is
Yeah.
a great camp
Because
for
they're
him.
going to teach him his wrestling and how to mix that really well
Yeah.
with the striking.
He
Because
lost-
all Alpha Male guys.
He
do
lost
that.
to Mickey Gall, which is of course because Mickey Gall is a great
Yeah, he
grappler,
is.
great
I love
grappler.
Mickey Gall.
And then Brian Barberena by submission. Both losses were by submission.
He lost to Bam Bam?
How many knockouts does he have?
Interesting.
Decision under with Michael Cuniones, Enrique Marin decision.
Ricky Martin.
Cody Pfister he submitted. Francis Trevino TKO. Rocky Long submission.
I remember that fight.
Gage
That was
Duan
crazy.
submission. James Christopherson TKO. Jacob Capel TKO and Tim Lashley TKO.
Wow.
No, dude, he has the cardio and he can keep going at it. Like if he sees you
So he
like
is a
just coming up,
striker.
he'll just
Yeah.
start wailing on you, man.
He's kind of like a
He's
a
fighting
wonder
at
boy.
170.
He's probably fighting at 155 right now. He could probably.
He's what he needs to be doing.
You know
He
the
does not
reason
need to be
Mickey Gall,
170.
one of the biggest
Is he
reasons
fighting at
Mickey Gall
170?
got
He was when he came in.
I'm pretty sure he cut down. It says he's at lightweight right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's great. That's where he needs to stay.
No, yeah. I mean, like he's not a bad fighter. He's just like super young. And again, Dana White pumped him up way too much. And
Way
as soon
too
as
much.
he
Too
did,
young, too early.
yeah, because this
Too
what
early.
this
He
is
wasn't
exactly
ready
what
to go
happened.
to UFC.
His first fight, wait, that's not his first. No, he had a couple of fights, but he lost to Mickey Gall. Apparently, his first loss was to Brian Barberena, and he
Which
was
he's
so
a respectable fighter.
yeah.
Bam Bam is
Mickey
good.
Gall is as
But
well.
just
The
pump
only
him
reason.
back up to get him another one.
Well, I mean, he needs to. Right now, he's coming off of a win, so he needs to try to keep a streak going.
And another thing about that Bam Bam fight was that Barberena needed to take it to the ground because he was getting tagged.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting picked apart on the stand up, which
Dude.
says a lot because Barberena is known for his fists and his
Yeah.
hands of stone. So
He's a decent striker. If he could like get a couple belts under him in jiu-jitsu, like he could become a decent fighter.
Oh yeah.
you know,
Like if I was him, I'd keep him
He's
like
not.
just training where he is in stand-up, but I'd be hammering his.
I'm glad to
I
see that he's
kind
alpha
of-
male because he
I'd
might not even
start
really have to do
training
jiu-jitsu.
him-
He could just focus on heavy top game wrestling.
Or
But you still
getting
need to
up.
have that because if you get
Coming
taken
up.
Yeah,
down,
the
you don't know what
knowledge,
to
the
do.
knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Oh, yeah.
Uriah Faber, he does such a good job. And I know Chad Mendez will be there helping, teach and everything. But they do such a good job of just keeping that pressure on, making sure they never get knocked out. And their takedown defense at Alpha Male is likely one of the highest out of
Yeah.
all the camps.
But still,
altogether.
I mean, like I think that he should get up. That he should at least work and try to get to being a purple belt. If he could get there right now,
I'm sure he's
decent.
doing as much. I'm sure he's doing as much jiu-jitsu as he can. for sure.
I'm sure. So I mean, like hopefully he gets a couple belts under him, and then he'd be a really decent fighter. I could see him going somewhere someday, but not right now. He's a little too young. Once he
He
gets
needs
to
to
like
focus on his schoolwork.
20
Once he
25
gets his
and
prime,
him.
25,
Yeah,
26,
25.
he's gonna be a monster.
he will, and that's going to be great. And again, I give him
So
mad props for
then
being
Dana
able
White
to be a
isn't
student.
just picking him just to pick him. He
Yeah.
does have some skill.
No.
He does have some skill, but the thing is, Dana White pumped him up so much. Everyone, like Dana White, basically
Told him
made
this
his
is gonna be
image.
the next Conor McGregor, basically.
he gave him this goal, saying like, look, keep winning, and you'll be fighting for the championship belt. He cannot compete at championship level right now.
No, he cannot.
He cannot.
Maybe not in UFC, maybe in one of the smaller ones, Bellator, he could.
If he would have
I
beat
feel
Mickey
like
Gall, then he had
Bellator's-
maybe a
Bellator
chance
is
to get
actually.
a title shot.
Did you see
Mickey
the fights
Gall,
from that?
Maybe.
Roy McDonald.
Roy
well,
McDonald
no, because
just fought
Mickey
and,
Gall had that fight
Rampage.
against what was his name? The champion at the time, where he went twice.
Which division?
In 175.
175? 170, okay. hold on.
Tyron Woodley.
Oh, he's the
fought-
champion right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but Mickey Gall fought him, and remember it was a tie, so they had to do a rematch.
Oh, you're talking about Wonder Boy.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Wonder Boy.
Yeah, Gall, he does
Never-
not stand
I
a chance
feel
against
like
Tyron
Wonder
Woodley.
Boy
Never
won
mind.
that first fight. There should have never been a second fight.
How
Still,
is there a tie?
if like
It
they
wasn't
went-
a tie originally.
If it goes to decision,
Oh, yeah, it was.
and they call it, and basically all judges score it, and it's a complete tie. Both.
But that fight totally wasn't. Tyron
Do
Woodley
you add
lost
the
that fight.
scorecards up or take the
If
average?
you win a round, you get 10 points. If you lose a round, you get 9 or less.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the way, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson might have won 3 rounds, and then Tyron Woodley won 1 round and got a 10-8 round.
Yeah.
And it evened
Gotcha.
out.
Yeah, and then if it was
What?
so basically at the end, you know how
Ten,
Wonderboy
nine,
won
10,
3
9,
rounds.
10, 9.
And then Tyron Woodley won
9,
2
10,
rounds,
8, 10.
one of them with a 10-8.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
When he hit him, knocked him down, and
Yeah.
controlled him
Yeah.
for 2.5
I
minutes.
still feel like Wonder Boy won
Very
that
close to
first
stopping
fight.
that
I
fight.
think Wonder Boy could have
I feel like he did win that fight. The first one at
Someone I
least.
feel that someone I feel would do so well in the UFC is Ben Askren, and a lot of people don't even know who that is, which is so saddening because he's one of the best welterweights on the planet, and he actually out wrestles Tyron Woodley, and no one in the UFC has really been able to take Woodley down. Ben Askren would come in and he would make Wonder Boy his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, Wonder
So
Boy's
it'd be
great at the stand-up,
Wonder
but
Boy would turn into Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl, exactly. Now, Ben Askren, he would do so good. I know he'd be in the top 5 at least.
Where's he at right now?
He's done all lower professional venues, and I don't want to say lower. I don't want to take anything away from him, but he's making more money than most people make in the UFC because he's their
Well, that's
star.
because the Reebok deal is
No
bullshit.
sponsors.
Wow.
You
Reebok
really think so?
slammed that in.
Yes,
Why?
it rips all the fighters off.
We can't
They
wear
can't
their own
sponsor.
sponsors.
They're making a quarter, if that, of what they used to make.
I guess so, but we also have to realize they can't pull from other sponsors. Like I know they can pull from Monster sponsors for
Oh, they
sponsorship.
do, and they just have to go to little talks and meetings and sign some papers for people.
I see
do it.
your point. I see your
But
point.
The thing
Reebok's
I
going
used to
in.
get paid.
Basically,
And the thing
yeah,
that
if
needs
you
to
just
happen
buy
for
every
that-
patch that you had on your shorts or on your banner, you got money for. If
The
you
thing-
walked out and you were supporting 20 different businesses, 20 different businesses are paying you this much or this much whether you win or lose.
And Reebok made a deal with the UFC specifically to where if the fighters only wear Reebok uniforms, that they're paying UFC a certain amount of money, and the fighters get a very little compensation for the Reebok for advertising for
That-
the
And they're
What
not
needs
allowed
to
put
happen-
anything else
And
on
that's
there.
one.
What
and that's
next-
one reason
Wow.
why
They get in
boxing's-
trouble if they put on their own shirts that has any other logo on it other than Reebok.
That's why a lot of times a lot of fighters will walk out with plain white shirts.
Either that or
They're
they
just
have
like,
to wear.
I'm not wearing
They're
Reebok,
always
I'm
wearing the
wearing
Reebok
nothing.
jackets or whatever because they can't wear their
Yeah.
regular logos.
which takes away also from the culture that comes with the fighters. And nationalism is a big part of fighting and why people get behind their fighters.
Yeah.
They're like, our country has bred the best fighters, and that's what everybody wants to think. So it takes away a piece of the personalization. You can't really. It's harder to make your own image, your own brand of fighter because they've taken away that aspect of it. You can't make your own outfits. You can't.
Now, what needs to happen
That does suck.
For
That
the
limits you too
Reebok
after your
thing
fighting career.
is the same thing that happened for the NFL. In the 90s, Billy's a huge football fan, so he told me this. In the 90s, the NFL did the same thing, but with Pepsi. And then the Cowboys went and made Dr. Pepper their national drink. And the NFL sued Jerry Jones for $1 million. Jerry Jones countersued for $2 million and won.
That's awesome.
And then that to where they
I'm
couldn't
Jerry Jones,
advertise
you
went
can't
away
tell
forever.
me
That's
what
what
to
needs
do.
to happen in the UFC.
That's nuts. That's some balls.
There
There's
needs
a lot
to
of
be
less
someone that
independent
stands
contracting
up.
going on in UFC than there is in something like
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about this weekend's
Yeah,
fight.
220
card.
card.
Yeah,
Great
220. It was.
People are trying to
You
make
got
names for
pulled up
themselves.
right
I want to
there.
go ahead and make a shout out from one of the very first
Oh,
fights.
yeah.
Islam Makhachev There's another Dagestani coming into UFC and just wrecking.
Dagestani.
They are bred, born
dude, they're
warriors.
monsters.
Islam
They are freak
Makhachev?
of natures.
Yes,
yeah,
look at
that's
this.
him.
Yeah, he had the control. He won by TKO or knockout.
He hit him 3 times.
Yeah,
That's it.
TKO.
That's all he needed. 3 punches.
Whoa.
He
Are you for real?
Yes.
I haven't seen this
I
one.
missed
He
that.
controlled the fight
That's-
for 11 minutes and 6 seconds. Had the knockdown. What? Wait.
He controlled it for 11 minutes, but there was only 3 strikes.
That can't be right.
What the?
That cannot be right at all.
What the?
Oh, you're on round 1? No.
What is this? Why is it? Is that 11 seconds?
It was.
Round 1,
It must be
403.
I
106.
think that is 11
It's
seconds
supposed to be
and
106.
6
I guess.
milliseconds.
A minute and 6 seconds is what I'm thinking.
That's weird.
That's
Because the fight only lasted a minute and 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's a typo.
Yeah, I guess so. 11 seconds.
Nobody's perfect.
Alright, UFC.com.
Yeah, come on, y'all, step it up. But yeah, 3 total strikes.
You're gonna
Gyeltsin
get a knock on
Taibu,
your door.
Gleison
Hey,
Tebow.
Gleison
you.
Tebow, 2 strikes.
Which Gleison Tebow is one of
Total.
the strongest people in that division. I don't know how he does it, how he packs on as much muscle he does and cut down to 155, but he needs to write a book on it.
Dude, this was another fight right here that I enjoyed. Well, let's start with this one. This Sabah Hosami versus Abdul Razak Halassan.
Ooh,
Crazy
nice.
uppercut.
yeah,
crazy.
that
You
was
You gotta give him a shout out.
world
Yes,
rocking.
I consider that knockout of the night. My personal opinion, because it was so clean.
He leaned right into it too. It was bad.
Well, yeah, he was going for a strike, and you saw the setup too. He was just like jab and then beat.
He really slid into it well, and
Mhm.
that's something that's really hard to find. Which I have to give, it was one of Conor McGregor's specialties. As soon as he sees you duck, as soon as he sees you hurt, he slides in just so slick
Yeah.
with just beautiful uppercuts.
That's one thing I do give Conor. Like he has not only just
Fight
his
IQ.
stance, but he's good at getting in and out, and that's what you need. Like when you're going
His
for it, just
feet.
like jump in, bing, and then come out, get ready to go.
My favorite quote from Conor McGregor is, because timing beats speed and accuracy beats power every day.
Oh yeah,
That
just
is true.
accuracy always wins.
Wonderful.
Yes.
It just shows the true grace that's behind it. And that's why they call a lot of his strikes the touch of death. Because he just it looks like he just touches you. Because he put himself in the exact position that he needed with the clean shot and had the right amount of snap on it to where it just looked graceful, and you just watch people go to sleep.
Night night.
That's a different subject. I want to get on the Conor subject because I'll go off.
It'll last forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will. Another shout out I want to give to is that Gian or Gian?
John.
John?
John.
Jean.
Jean Villante. I know he is being coached by
I've
Chris
heard
Weidman.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
because Chris
All-American
Weidman walked out with him.
wrestler.
It was a great fight. This one was so cool because
He's probably training at Matt Serra and Ray Longo's gym.
yeah. I mean, he controlled most of this fight. It's surprising that they both have 74 total
I don't
strikes.
think this is right.
This,
either.
yeah, there's no way that this can be.
That cannot be right.
accurate.
All
Total,
74
all
significant
70 strikes of
Who's
both
putting
people.
these
You
were-
know what?
That's
I'm
up.
gonna go ahead and check
know.
UFC
Yeah,
TV
check the
real quick.
UFC
Fight
Yeah,
Pass.
check Fight Pass because this is bullshit. But no, watching the fight, I know that. Oh yeah, you're right. Watching the fight, I know that John Villante, he was controlling the fight majority of the time. The other guy was just running. He kept going in, tagging him. It did go all the way to decision, but there was no doubt.
Are you sure?
he won. Yeah. I mean, I know from memory, not from this, from memory, it went to decision. And I thought it was cool that
Whoa.
Chris is coaching now.
Really?
I don't know if he's gonna fight anymore. I never knew he really likes.
Guys, those stats are actually right.
Really.
What?
John Villante,
It says 74 of
74 of
200.
209.
Yeah.
And, Francimar got 74 of 128. So he had more accuracy.
I guess
That's
so.
They both
weird.
74 significant strikes too. That's
Yeah,
That's really weird.
Total strikes significant. So all of their strikes were significant, is what they're
Yeah.
Apparently they were all.
Everything that touched is significant.
saying. 0 attempts for takedowns. They just stood there and fought.
Slammed
Yeah,
that's
into
what
each
you want
other.
to see, man.
That
That's what makes
I
it
love to
fun.
see a fight that goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fight and
Flash.
then have crazy scrambles. I love crazy scrambles and seeing who comes out on top and how people get out of crazy situations.
I like seeing people get thrown down, like some
Take
pick up
Slams.
takedowns.
Oh
my
Dagestani,
god.
watch Dagestani highlights.
Yeah.
Ruz Slam.
Look up,
Ruslam Kabilov.
Ruslan Kabilov.
Rustam Kabilov.
Look up
He has some of the
Zabit
craziest
Magomed
takedowns.
Shedibov. He literally slammed this dude like 4 or 5 times in his UFC debut.
Gosh.
Just picked him up and slammed him.
Well,
It was
I've never
brutal.
seen
Like
anyone do it
grinds
as
on
much
you.
as Kabilov.
Yeah.
I mean, as brutal as Kabilov. I've seen him grab, I can't remember his name, but grabbed him around the waist, pulled him over, and dropped him straight on his head. Twice.
Zabit would have
Twice.
to be my favorite
Gosh,
you just
Pakistani
watch
because he
his
also
head and
tosses that
shoulders
stuff
get crushed in.
that doesn't work. Most UFC fighters says never works. He tosses that spinning stuff in it to where he's just a monster. He's
Well,
in the flyweight, correct?
Well, people with
Or is
great
he next?
wrestling
Or in,
don't have to worry about
bantamweight.
the repercussions of their strikes.
Yeah,
If
he's a
as long
stand-up
as they
fighter.
keep their head in the pocket, or like they clinch up right after, they miss
And
with a
get hit
combination or
grab.
something. Yeah, people who have that great wrestling, they're safe that way.
Well, on to the co-main event. Daniel Cormier
Oh,
versus
yes.
Volkan Ozdemir.
This was one of my favorite fights, actually, man.
It was pretty
I
Nah.
love
good.
DC.
Dude, I mean, again, to me, I have 2 requirements to be considered a champ in my book. And I know I love to hate DC, but he hasn't met them. You have to not only defend the belt once you get it, which he has done multiple times, but in my book, you also have to beat the champ.
Yeah,
Yes,
he never
but
beat
he
the
didn't
champ.
have the opportunity. That's
He
also
had
he
the opportunity. He
did,
did. He lost the
but-
first time under a legal reign to John Jones.
You thought it
But-
wasn't as hot back then.
Exactly. It totally could
It's
have
made a lot of
been
changes in
roided
the
up.
last 2 years.
I
on
mean,
something.
I
Roided
understand
to
that
the
this
tits.
last fight that they had, and he John Jones tested positive.
That was it for me for John Jones.
I know.
I hate him now.
I don't like. He used to be my favorite fighter,
Yo,
but after
He might
he's-
still technically be innocent, though, guys.
he could. Because I know there was a lot of controversy behind it, which is still why I hold
I mean,
John
the time
Daniel
before
Cormier
it was
not beating
Cialis.
him valid, because there's controversy behind it. Whether someone put something in his shit. What else was there? Like maybe he was taking something for a different kind of hormones.
He said Cialis at one
Well,
point.
that was the first.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, beyond that, like he's not gonna have the opportunity now to fight John Jones.
I think John Jones still might come back after a while. I mean,
I think that
I
that
don't
should
think
be the
he
first
will.
fight.
If they even let him in.
If he gets tried fully, I believe it's 5 years. They'd
Oh,
have to
that
wait.
ends his career.
Yeah,
He
he's
can come back
past his prime.
35 years old because he's
No.
sitting right 30 right now.
Ain't
He
gonna
might-
happen.
he might
Maybe-
try and
maybe
pull
we'll
If
it
see.
not,
so-
he might only get suspended for 6 months to a year.
He'll come back for one fight, be slow, and get knocked the fuck out in the first round.
Yeah, but I mean, like, and I hate that for DC because in the light heavyweight division, no one can beat DC right now. There's not anyone that can beat
I
DC.
truly
Hold on, there's a lot of people who can, but will they? Likely not.
Exactly. No one technically.
How many
and
times
even
has he
in that
defended the
sense,
belt?
I gotta give a shout out to AKA,
I don't
American
know.
Kickboxing
Oh, yeah,
Academy.
That's 2.
No,
Khabib trains there, right?
He does.
How
he
many
does.
times has DC defended the belt so far? 3, 4.
Wow.
Is it?
So he's defended it a couple
Okay,
times.
the first time he got it was when he
beat Anthony Johnson. He beat Anthony Johnson again. Didn't he beat
Alexander
One
Gustafsson.
defense.
Yeah,
Alexander Gustafsson.
That was a
Volkan
great
is-
fight.
And yeah, I think that's
That was
4.
it.
So he's
Well, he got it,
Well, he-
and then he
Yeah.
got it, defended three.
Defended.
yeah. So he's defended it 3 times.
I feel like defended it twice, regardless of if you beat the champ or not. Just to argue with you, that makes him the champ.
it's an argument, but still, like even
That's
back.
like earn it and defend it. It's got
But
it.
even
defend,
back when
defend.
John Jones was here, no one could beat DC, but DC could not beat John Jones.
It was sad.
It was like you had these 2 guys in this division. Like you had them 2 competing for the championship, and then you had
Everyone competing for
everyone
that.
competing for like the second contender.
Gosh.
Yeah, like
That's
especially Anthony Johnson and Gustafson. They were
I
the
love
2.
Gustafson.
Both of them. Gustafson is so goddamn tall. He is like
He is
what
a monster.
He?
He's
Yeah,
a freak
like
of
6',
nature.
what? He's
Oh.
like 6'7", 6'8".
6'9", I
But
think.
you gotta appreciate
He's
Rumble
tall.
Johnson.
And his arm.
John, oh my
and
god!
his
I
arm
wish he
70.
would have had a better. I wish he was
Where do they
just
fight
that
at?
little bit better to be.
Okay, so Alexander
the second
Gustafson's
time
reach is 69 inches. John Jones is a 74.
Yes.
And John Jones
has
79 and
long-ass
84.
arms.
Yeah, he does.
79 and 84, my bad.
I was about to say, Demetrius Johnson's reach is like 60.
As soon, I mean, and honestly, as soon
Yeah,
as
79 and 84.
once John Jones gets
I've
tried,
said
and
one.
he's not, and for sure he's not going to come back. And then as soon as Daniel Cormier, if he defends it another 2 times, I will drop every
So
argument
you
I've ever
want him to
said.
defend it 2 more times now?
If he
He's
has
40 years old with a dad bod, and he is beating the elite fighters of the
I
world.
know.
exactly, like he's still
That is.
he's a great
Y'all
fighter.
gotta go look up Daniel Cormier.
A lot of people don't like to watch him fight because he's a wrestler. But
Yeah.
I honestly, personally, I love watching wrestling.
DC.
I love watching wrestlers negate really good strikers.
He is a great fighter.
It's
I'm
something
not taking
satisfying.
anything from him as far as his fighting skill. I wish he would have actually beat John Jones while he had a legal reign.
Yeah.
If that would have happened, I would consider DC one of the best fighters because he beat one of the best fighters, and I'd
If
have
not the
no-
I
best
felt
fighter.
so bad
Yeah,
whenever
exactly.
Joe.
Up until that point, John
Jones
Jones would
was
have beaten
number one.
anybody in the
Oh,
world
wow.
before
John
that.
Jones even was talking about going up to heavyweight and fighting there because John Jones was tall. He had the reach. He would have had speed. He wouldn't have had the power
He
to
wouldn't
be
have been
over
the
there.
best.
He
Not-
would've-
not
He would have been
heavyweight, but
top
still.
dog.
Dude,
I
see,
know, a lot of
I
people,
feel like
a lot of
Stipe
people were
would've
saying
won
they
that.
want to
Vulcan
watch John
Ozdemir.
Jones versus Stipe Miocic.
I feel like Stipe would have won
Ozdemir,
that
yeah.
fight.
Ozdemir.
Stipe
Something
would,
like
if
that.
he would keep a hard pressure, keep
Yeah.
John Jones back against the cage.
And he would. He's
yeah,
so
he
good
would,
at it.
He would
Well,
definitely
let's
catch
talk
John's
about that.
chin.
Let's talk about that Stipe and Ngannou fight. Oh my God, I loved it.
That was
Everybody doubted him.
Everybody-
I
He was-
doubted him.
He was
True
underdog.
I doubted him.
I thought Francis Ngannou, he has the hardest hands.
I did. I thought Ngannou was
I
going to
thought
knock
he
him
was
out.
gonna knock him out.
I'm not a
thought-
bandwagoner, but I thought it was going to. I had a hunch because I thought he was special.
I never call fights before they happen. I don't like saying this guy's gonna win.
I like predicting.
I
I
don't.
like predicting.
I
Me
like
and Andrew
predict-
like make
I don't
bets
like
and
predicting because I know that, especially in the UFC, you can never tell.
MMA math does not work.
No.
shit. Yes.
Like,
that is
I-
not.
when
There are fight triangles all the time.
What
This
I
guy
do-
can beat this guy, but that guy beat them, but he loses to him.
What's the one with John
What I
Jones
do
and
is
Alexander
I-
Gustafsson?
Yeah.
What's
Wasn't
Styles
there
make
one?
fights.
Wasn't there one with Alexander Gustafsson and John Jones? Someone. No, it was Gustafsson,
Yeah.
Rumble Johnson, and Cormier. That's what it was.
what I like doing instead of just like predicting which one's gonna win. I
just
I
talked
imagine
about it.
how each one would win, and exactly I knew that if Ngannou had to come out strong, he had to hit him hard first.
1 or 2 rounds.
Which he
Yeah.
did.
First round or second round?
That was it.
No, he didn't. He
I
did
thought
not.
he
He
was
did not hit
striking him
Stipe
good.
with his full power. If he did, then Stipe could have went to sleep.
Yes.
Yes.
He hit him hard, but yeah.
If
not-
Ngannou would have just,
Boom.
Stipe would have been out. I know Stipe has a chin, but still that would have
Also
rocked
a
him,
Golden
and then he
Gloves
could have just
boxer.
come at it.
Stipe,
Exactly.
a lot of people
But
forget about
once
Stipe's
it gets
hands.
to a certain
And
weight,
they forgot about
his wrestling
they know
because
how
his
to
last
move
few
their
fights he
body
hasn't.
around.
And that's
it
the
doesn't
thing.
matter.
Ngannou came out swinging, but Stipe had that head movement. He was
Yeah,
going under,
yeah,
and ducking all of them, man.
And see, that was something that was crazy when I watched Francis Ngannou fight Overeem. Is Overeem tried too hard not to get hit, and he ended up, he was very unpredictable. He was doing great, but
Then
Francis saw what he was doing, and then he saw the pattern of just crazy side head movement, and he just caught him and uppercut.
Gosh.
But Stipe,
And that's Francis's.
uppercuts.
One thing about Francis Ngannou most people don't know is the reason why his uppercut is so powerful is because he was a shoveler back when he was living in, I believe, in Africa.
Yeah.
He had to shovel rocks and dirt all day long. That was what he did. He was a slave, and he ran away to France to be homeless, and then he got found on the.
He came over here. He came over here homeless, and then in 4 years he got to fighting the champion in the UFC.
I mean, Francis
That is
Ngannou.
amazing.
No,
Yeah.
like he has
That's a
like
beautiful
a
story.
rags to
That could
riches
be a
story.
movie.
Yeah.
No, exactly. But Stipe is living the American dream, man. Being a firefighter, a full-time firefighter in Ohio, and then also
And
being
fighting
the
the
championship,
UFC.
the
Yeah,
baddest man
awesome.
on the planet, the best heavyweight fighter to ever step foot in the cage.
Well, hold on.
I think
When he
that's
beats
it.
Cain Velasquez, or if he beats Cain
He
Velasquez,
will.
Technically,
That will totally
technically he is because he's the only heavyweight fighter to ever defend the belt
He made-
3 times.
he made-
Okay, but hold on. Sea-level Cain is very different. The reason why Cain Velasquez lost his title to Fabricio Werdum was because he only went to Mexico City, high elevation, with a week worth of training and adaptation to the environment there. So, sea-level Cain, it has crazy cardio. He ran out of steam because he didn't properly adjust to
But tell me
the
this,
climate
where
in
is
Mexico
Cain-
City.
But where is Kane right now? How long has it been since he fought?
Cain trains very hard, aka they all do, and that's why they all get so many injuries. But they train hard, so when they get out there, they always perform.
Well, let Kane fight Stipe. Let Kane fight Stipe.
Now,
That'll be the deciding factor.
That would
Then
be
if
yes.
Stipe holds
It would
his-
be an amazing fight. I would love if
If
Sean
Stipe
Shelby
holds his
and Dana
belt
White set
again,
that up.
That's
And
every
don't
time
you
he
mean
defends
Kanye
his belt
West
from
was-
now on, he's
How
just
old
becoming
is
better
he?
and better. He's pretty old. Let's see.
37.
something like that.
35,
I think
I think.
he's
Stipe's getting a little bit past his prime, but Sousa's doing it just fine.
He
He
needs to
is
retire champion
35.
before it's too late.
He's 35 right now.
He
He has
totally
an 80
should.
inch reach. He's from 80 inch reach. He lives in
Whoa.
He lives in Independence, Ohio. Record 18-2-0.
He's got a
18
bigger
2.
reach
That is
than,
so good for the heavyweight.
Gustafson
Mhm.
does.
I
He's
swear.
heavyweight.
And I'm honestly
Yeah.
surprised. I know
That
we've
is-
been talking about this too, but in that 220 versus Ngannou, I'm surprised on how the judging of it went. They scored, all three judges scored the fight 50-44.
Yeah.
Now, to me, I don't agree with that. He had 2 takedowns in the first 3 rounds. Every single one of them, he had two takedowns in each of the first three rounds. So automatically, to me, I would have scored each one of them 10-8 because of the 2 takedowns. If I was to give any round in the fight to give to Ngannou at all, it would have been round number 1, but he wouldn't have won it. I would have given him 10-9 in number 1. So technically, if I still given him 10-8 in all of the rest of them, he would have only scored at least 50-42. Because in every single other round after that, look, let's go round by round. Round 1, 2 takedowns, less than a second of control,
That is insane.
18 strikes, 15 significant strikes, got taken down twice.
And he still got struck more.
While Stipe was struck him 24 times and 16 significant strikes. That's the only round I would give him 10-9.
Because it's not.
Because he still
There's
got
no
taken down
difference.
twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look
but
at
he still
round
totally
2.
lost it.
Round 2 completely different. Stipe
Holy
Miocic hit him
crap.
29 times with 17 significant strikes. Ngannou only got 4 strikes off of him. Still
With
got taken down
zero-
twice.
Zero control.
10-8. That's 10-8 for sure. Okay?
Yeah.
Third round. He got 7 strikes,
Oh,
1
that's
significant
insane.
strike, and then Stipe, 47 total strikes, 12 significant strikes, and a takedown. I thought he had 2 in the second round.
This is just an ass whipping all around.
Again, 10-8. Round 4, no strikes, 82 significant strikes by Stipe, 82 strikes by Stipe, 18 significant, and 1 takedown as well.
Dude, you could
10-8.
tell halfway through that third round, though, you could tell the fight was over.
Round 5, 18 versus his 4, 7 versus his 1, and Ngannou had a submission attempt, but still, that's no.
Another thing
there's
I would like
no
to
way.
note is,
Was it
like,
pathetic?
I think.
Oh, I think,
Yeah.
wasn't it it was a guillotine. He
Yeah.
tried getting a guillotine on him, but there
But
was no way.
he slipped it.
He just slipped right out of it.
I'd also like to note that almost the whole fight, I believe actually the whole fight, he didn't have any. He had like 3 seconds of control time period.
Less than that.
2 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was more like it was 2 because a lot of them were
Literally 2
0.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I would have scored
Yeah,
it
that
again.
would-
I would have scored it at most 50-42 if I would even have given him round 5 just because it's less of a difference between the total strikes and he actually had a submission attempt.
So, because he
Attempt.
got his butt whipped a little bit less that round, you might give him it.
Might give him 10-9.
10-9.
Oh, 10-9.
10-9.
Gotcha.
Not him 10, but
Oh,
not
man,
9.
I was gonna say,
So
what
I
are
would
you
have given him
talking
at
about?
least 50-42. There's no way he should have gotten to 50-44. Like, again, Ngannou, great fighter, hard hands. I love his story coming up here. But in that round, he as soon as round 2 was over, he was completely gone. You should have seen him walking back to his corner.
Lactic acid.
He got up and he was just,
Yeah. He looked like
and he just
a
like,
vegetable.
I mean, it's weird because he's
Just dropped.
training 24/7 at the UFC Performance Institute. Do they have treadmills? Do they have wrestling classes? What are they doing? Because that is one of the most damn impressive. I'm giving a penny. I'm cheap. I'm sorry, guys.
it's all good.
That is one of the most. I'm giving another penny. Damn impressive institutes I've ever seen, and it is the perfect place to really educate fighters. They have octagons set up with cameras all around to show your different angles, so they can draw on these monitors exactly what you're doing wrong, your angles, and exactly what you need to look out for. They have people who
Jeez.
sit down and help you analyze your opponents. They have obviously, places to cut weight, saunas, steam rooms. They have pools. They have these
he doesn't-
massage chairs.
I mean,
I
he's
just
a
wanna
big
go to
guy.
the gym just
chambers.
to work out.
It's funny because look at their difference in size. I mean, They only had, I think Ngannou weighed in at 260.
20 pounds. He had 20 pounds on Miocic.
No, he weighed in on 263.
40 pounds.
And
No.
Miocic weighed in at 246. So he had about like 15-ish pounds on him. That's still a lot, but I mean,
They really need to make a super heavyweight.
Yeah,
For
they do.
225 and up.
well, what's heavyweight right now?
No,
Heavyweight is
245. Sorry. 225, and then they need one for 245, and then maybe if they want a Titan weight or something with 265.
I mean,
There's
I
enough-
want to watch a bunch
I wanna
of 300-pounders fighting.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
honestly,
It's
that would
usually
be,
less technique, and it's usually not as fun because they usually don't have as hard as cardio. And
yeah.
no matter how
Yeah,
much you
someone's gonna
condition
get
your
knocked
chin,
out.
no matter how much you
I-
condition your chin, when 265 pounds
It's
of
going to you.
trained punch is coming at you,
You're going down.
you're going
Yeah,
down.
you're going
That's
to
what I
Yeah.
like to see. Like in boxing, my favorite is the
But still, like
heavyweight.
as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as, but
Oh,
like
boxing
if that
is
was,
my favorite.
if
What
Titan
time?
weight was a thing, like after the first round, I'd be turning it off. I mean, there's nothing gonna happen after the first round. None of those guys could have that good cardio
That is
to do
well,
anything after the
Exactly,
second
and you know you're seeing a lot of people on the come up who are trying to show themselves as heavyweights, and a lot of them, I hate to say, are pathetic. I mean, not pathetic, like they would destroy me, but their
Yeah.
physique isn't there. They usually have a belly or look
They're
like
packing on
slightly
too much weight too
unhealthy.
fast.
Exactly, because they don't have to cut weight either.
Mhm.
They don't have that pressure like all the other divisions, so they're not as disciplined.
Eat and spar.
Exactly.
I think heavyweight
Sounds
should
like
actually.
life.
I think heavyweight should at least have a limit, so they can cut weight and be in a range. Like I don't think they should have someone having 20, 30 pounds, even 40 pounds, like some people
Yeah.
can, over their opponent. That's a little too
Well, that's
much.
where you
So
create a new
heavyweight,
class.
like heavyweight could be 225 to 245. Like during that range, it doesn't have to be 225.
You have
it
to
doesn't
cut
have
down
to be
that much, or else you
245.
can't.
You could be anywhere in between.
That is
Most
super
weights-
heavyweight, anywhere between 245 and
265. Yeah, that
but
could be a thing.
don't go any farther than that.
And you know that's one thing that the UFC is looking at is making more weight divisions.
They just
because
need
of the weight
fighters.
cuts.
pure
Come in.
competition.
They need
You
more
know?
competition, yes.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
but all the talent isn't there right now. There's not enough talent in Bellator to pull from to have enough fighters to be in these.
but
weight divisions.
MMA is growing at such a rapid rate
It
that
is.
now it's something that a lot of parents they put their kid into. Like they might not even intentionally put their kid into an MMA sort of future, like on that path.
They
But
put 'em
if
in
they
karate
put them in
or something.
jiu-jitsu, they put them in taekwondo or karate, if they put them in boxing, if they put them in wrestling,
They're
then
going to grow
they-
up around that.
they
Yeah.
might definitely
They
join
have that
MMA.
opportunity to get there too.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I joined Taekwondo middle school because of like being bullied and whatnot, and from there that grew a lot of confidence for me. And even then, now I would want to go to the UFC if I had that kind of skill and not that. So
Which I mean, that would be.
I don't know. You could be like big country, bro.
Dude,
Go
big
in,
country's
red
going
wine
down.
Jackson, baby.
I do not
Bro,
want to
boy,
fight
knows.
this. I do not want
so
to
it's
fight
not.
that.
It's not about your physique.
He's
It's
predator.
about you being scared of Francis Ngannou. His name is Francis,
Francis,
bro.
His name is the Predator. That's what his name is.
That's scary.
Or Stipe. That guy scares
I mean, that's
me
the
too.
guy, that's the champion there.
That guy's
I'd
scared
rather
of
go to
war.
I'd rather go to Colorado and just walk into a fire, let his ass save me instead of getting knocked out by him.
Well, good luck in Colorado there because he lives in Ohio.
Whatever.
Good catch. Good catch.
I think you just want to go to Colorado, bro.
I do. I really do.
Catch some powder.
Okay. I want to go snowboarding in Colorado. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
I
I've
really
never
do.
snowboarded.
I'd longboard. I think that's similar. I mean,
Never even
Similar.
skied.
I haven't either.
I think it would be fun. Oh yeah.
My friend Grant's.
No, if I was gonna go
cracks
into the
me up
UFC
because he's so like he's not an athletic guy at all, but he's killer on the snow, like the best in the group, and he just. It was pretty funny. He was showing me videos of their trip this past time up to Colorado, and he's like going by people as they're falling down. He's skiing. You can see in the shadow he's just holding both his sticks in one hand, just filming people, laughing at him.
Yeah.
Man.
good stuff.
Well, let's touch on 940 Ninja for a second, guys. We got qualifiers coming up in March.
Yeah, I saw your post on that. I'm really
And they're-
excited for you,
And they're in
man.
Dallas this time. We don't have
Dallas.
to spend that money on going all the way to San Antonio. That'll be
So
cool.
yeah, down at Fairview, it's the 25th and 26th, I believe. So yeah, anyone that wants to come, are more
I'm
than
down to
welcome.
come.
No, we're
So-
definitely going out there. It's gonna be fun.
I'll probably be taking the train too, unless
I'd
we're
definitely check that
driving.
out,
But
yeah.
I've got to get there probably before anybody
we can
else.
take-
Possibly
we
a
can-
day or two before.
We
even.
can drive, dude, because the train, does that train run 24/7?
Not 24/7, but it drops off right by Fairview.
Okay, well, still, I mean, we can
So-
still take my truck over there so we can get there as early because you
Yeah.
know, especially like God forbid you don't get through with the application video. Not saying you won't,
Yeah.
but if that were to happen, we could still get there early. And I know Josh would want to get there early too if he's gonna try to do walk-ons.
I hope he
Same
does,
with me.
man.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
So how do you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna finish?
Yeah, I do.
Sweet.
I think I'll finish. I'm not going to be competing for
Maybe
Mount
you could
Midoriyama,
place.
but oh, dude, the
Yeah,
athletes that are in there are
those
so much
Freaks of nature.
better than I
They
am
have
at
to
this
be.
point.
And
I mean, like
But,
even if you
yeah.
were able to get to the second round in your first year, like that's still
That-
great.
that's-
you know
yeah.
that years to come, you're automatically gonna be on.
Yeah,
Just
Just
saying, like yeah, committed to the
competing.
second round. Yeah, I mean,
if you can even finish on your
Yeah,
first
for
one,
sure.
that's saying something.
dope.
Like most people don't even finish.
I want to get you out to a Savage race this year, fat boy.
no, that's
I'm
another thing
down.
too. I know we
It'd
got
be fun.
a Warrior Dash in March that's coming up.
March 3rd, you
Something
said, right?
like that. Yeah, I really want to try that out. Then a bunch of other stuff, like all those different Savage races, Spartan races. I want to do a lot of those this year.
Yeah,
I
no.
need to start getting in
Would be
shape
fun.
for that.
I'm going
Yeah.
Syndicate on Savage.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be sick.
That and then try to get the big medal for Spartan. You know what that does, right? There's 3 different kind of Spartan races. There's the Sprint, the Beast, and the Super. And every single time you get one, you finish one of those, you get a medal, and then attached to that medal is like a third of a pie chart kind of thing. And if you can finish all 3 of those races, they all come together to form a big medal.
Yeah, that's the same with the Syndicate for Savage. If you do 2 of the long Savages in a row, it's considered going Syndicate, and you get a different award for that.
There's a lot of stuff
Pretty
coming
cool.
on there. I like how they give you beer at the end of every one.
Yeah.
That's fun.
On your tag, like I had mine on my shorts because I wasn't wearing a shirt. At the bottom of it, you rip off the tag at the end of it, and you're like, free beer, thank you. I mean, free beer. You paid however much
Yeah,
you
I
did to
know.
run.
$75 to
Yeah.
run and get one beer.
Yeah, $75 beer, thank
Are
you.
you sure? It's a big pint, right? It's not just small.
At Savage, when we went, Josh and I, Pinto Bean, oh, he's not here today.
I know.
But yeah, they had the tall boys. It was,
R.I.P.
he's not dead, don't worry. What are you doing, man? Oh, he's not here, R.I.P. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't actually heard from him too much today.
I think he just texted us actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Josh? Talking to you from the past.
Or the future. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow, trippy.
Right.
I'm a little weirded out now.
I know.
Oh man. But yeah, that's about all we got for y'all this week. Thank you guys for being here,
No
chit
problem.
chatting,
Had a great
about
time.
fighting.
Thank you for
Awesome.
having me.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, yeah,
This is a good podcast.
that
I had
was
fun.
that was a lot of fun. Today's been a fun day.
I love talking fight stuff with people who know stuff. No offense.
That's alright. It's not my sport.
I love MMA.
Yeah. Again, like that's one of the only sports I follow really.
Before we head out, what is
Football.
your sport? Do you have a sport?
Being awesome.
Ninja, man.
Yeah.
Ninja life.
I'm a fucking ninja, dog. Alright, guys.
We'll catch
Not
y'all
for a
later.
ninja.
Daniel San.
Buck. Shit.
He didn't use any of his four.
I used one.
He's
Oh.
trying to take him home.
You gotta say 3.
Fucking whore dick.
Well, that's just that's just rude.
That's a gross hermaphrodite sound. Something.
God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. Later, y'all.